On this episode of Cinema Disaster, we're going to be talking about the 1998 science fiction film,
The Faculty.
And this movie was directed by Robert Rodriguez, who did From Dusk Till Dawn, Sin City, Planet Terror. And you said that this is you said this doesn't feel like a Robert Rodriguez film.
Not at all. It's definitely unique in his catalog as far as I know, because it doesn't feel like Mexican Tarantino to me.
Because of films like what, El Mariachi and Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Even the stuff he did in Sin City, I did not realize it was Rodriguez, but whatever. I'm fucking stupid, so.
And yeah, Sam's depressed, so you guys will probably figure that out through the course of the video. Are you? I mean,
am I?
Are you depressed?
Yeah.
Okay. We won't talk
Maybe
about.
I'm just being real. Maybe I'm just being real right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're a realist, I guess. You know, being fucked up in a fucked up time, in place,
and watch a movie about
history.
People being fucked up.
Yeah,
getting fucked up.
That does not necessarily mean you're fucked up. It could just be a normal reaction.
Well, I'm just saying, we'll get to that, but the drugs saved the day.
Oh yeah. We don't want to give spoilers. We don't want to give spoilers though. But like you said, because of that, this movie could not be made today.
No, I don't think it could.
It was written by Kevin Williamson though, which is the guy that wrote Scream. And to me, it's kind of like a high school takeover movie. Like, what do you think as far as what type of film this?
I mean, not like it matters, but I think it's obviously an homage to, like, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Puppet Masters.
Which they actually say in this film. So it's like homage to that.
It really, to me, honestly, it's like The Breakfast Club with aliens.
It's also, there's an underlying statement in this about conformity and individualism and control. If you have conformity, you have control of the masses.
Yeah.
But I know you don't really care right now.
I don't really. You're saying like? I mean, at its core, I think what you're saying is. It's a pretty good commentary on adolescence, maybe, growing up, feeling alienated for how you feel, but fuck you for how you feel. Not you, but...
Yeah, he's talking about you.
Well, fuck me for how I feel, and all that shit.
Well, I think that, you do go through that in adolescence, but just because you become a quote-unquote adult...
I never said I was an adult.
Yeah,
Don't ever call me that.
Not that we're adults. We're total losers doing like I said in the 2 videos ago, I'm doing a YouTube show out of the bedroom of my dad's house. So, I don't know if that's really adulting, as you want to call it. Everybody else I know is having kids, and they got a good job and a career, and they're married, and here I am, reviewing The Faculty with this depressed guy, who also lives with his parents. So, we are single, by the way. So.
Thank you. You made me feel much better.
Yeah, well, there's people watching this that may feel the same way. Now they don't feel alone. Or maybe it made them feel like shit. I don't know. Either way, that's the story. That's the reality of the situation. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, it is.
But, yeah, there's a lot of good actors in this movie. Elijah Wood, he went on.
Elijah Wood.
We don't know whatever came of that guy. We don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not like he ever went on to be in some massive blockbuster franchise.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though, is he is in Back to the Future 2. He's one of the kids.
I didn't know that.
In the Cafe 80s, when the 2 kids are like, when they're playing Wild Gunman, and he's like, "You mean you got to use your hands?" I was like, "A baby's toy," like he's one of those kids. Then we got Josh Hartnett playing Zeke, who I honestly really like Josh Hartnett's character in this.
I do too.
He's like a drug dealer. And he doesn't do well in school, but it's not because he's dumb. He has a very high intellect and a high IQ. Like, how do you say her name? Famke Janssen? Famke Janssen?
I think.
Yes, she plays a teacher.
A really hot actress with a weird name.
From the X-Men, Jean Grey.
Yes.
But she plays one of his teachers, and
she even tells him at one point, if you use like 5% of your intellect,
yeah,
and just applied it to, basically, she says, if you use 5% of your intellect and applied it to not being a fuck off, then you would be set.
Yeah. I don't know. He's smart, but he's also a smart ass, but not a smart ass. There's two kinds of smart asses, in my opinion. There's ones that are just the dickheads, but then there's the funny smart ass, and I think he's the funny smart ass.
Yeah. He's definitely not like a Raphael from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Smart ass.
And he's not like a bully or anything like that.
No.
So. And then Elijah Wood, like we talked about, plays Casey, who's like a photography nerd, and he's like the nerd character. I guess if this is Breakfast Club, he would be Anthony Michael Hall's character.
Yeah.
Whereas Josh Hartnett would definitely be John Bender.
Yeah.
And then we have Clea Duvall as Stokely, who's sort of like the quiet gothic loner.
Everyone thinks she's a lesbian.
Yes, and she's actually the one that's into science fiction and is reading the Robert Heinlein book of the Puppet Masters, and it's the dialogue that her and Laura Harris's character, who plays Mary Beth, who's the new student at the school, and they're the ones talking about Invasion of the Body Snatchers being a blatant ripoff of the Puppet Masters and all of that kind of stuff. But Stokely would be in the Breakfast Club, she'd be Ali Sheedy.
Yeah.
For sure. And then you got Jordana Brewster as... Yeah, absolutely. And then you have Jordana Brewster from all the dumb Fast and the Furious movies. And what you were talking about, Angry Video Game, was that? No. The 5-year-old thing. The Onion. The Onion article.
Yeah. There was a recent Onion article that I saw. I don't know how actual recent it is, because I don't know where the fuck they are in the Fast and the Furious.
Too many? There never should have been one, let alone whatever number they're on now.
That's what they should call the next one, the Fast and the Furious Too Many. But
that's a good idea.
It was
any producers out there watching.
But it was
take that idea.
The Onion saying the headline was 5-year-old interviewed on Today about the writing the script for Fast and the Furious 5 or 6 or whatever, wherever the fuck they are. And I thought that was funny because a 5-year-old probably could come up with a better script.
How much time did he spend on it?
He spent a day.
Yeah, a day to write the script. Sounds accurate. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Then you have we're talking about Jordana Brewster, as she would be Claire. She would be Molly Ringwald's character. She's like the cheerleader, the princess, what have you.
Yeah, whatever.
And then Laura Harris is the new girl, and Sean Hattasey is the jock, so he would be Emilio Estevez. And I always really liked Sean Hattasey as an actor. I know I've seen him he's in Outside Providence, and he was in A Guy Thing, which is Jason Lee film. And I haven't seen him in anything in a long time, but I looked up his IMDb page, and he's still doing tons of stuff. It's just stuff I haven't seen, but I always really thought he was a good actor. And then we got Robert Patrick as Coach Willis, the T-1000 from the Terminator.
Yeah,
Who-
and he chases some people.
He does chase people. And he attacks the sprinkler because he's upset that he's such an asshole that, like, he gets so mad that the what is it that the team loses and it's just a practice session.
It's just a practice.
He, like, totally, you know, of course, a rational reaction. He flips over the benches and wastes all that Gatorade. Yeah, Daniel Von Bargen, who was in Super Troopers. You said he's been in a ton of shit. What was that movie? Starship Troopers, you said he was in?
I think
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
I'd have to look that up, but I think he was some kind of general. I've seen him in some kind of general role, like army general. It, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right, none of this matters. I mean, this show doesn't matter. Like, I mean, but that's a little
Neither
existential,
does my life.
little existential thought brought into the show tonight here. But overall, I mean, I think it was a really fun movie. It's monster invasion, alien invasion, high school takeover, and it's got this element of like paranoia to this film. And anybody's a suspect. You don't know who you can trust. It's one of those types of things. And it's 98, so I even almost think it sort of has like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer feel to it, because that was at that time when those
The show, yeah.
yeah, that's
The movie,
not the movie,
no.
right? Not with Christy Swanson and Paul Rubens, but
That's a totally different
yeah,
episode.
completely, yeah. But-
but yeah, the show kind of.
It's like all the movies now, or all the shows. Well, maybe not now, but for a while they were all trying to be like Twilight, which is bad in my opinion.
It's awful.
Awful, like the new they made Teen Wolf into like a MTV show, but it's like a Teen Wolf if it was Twilight. But this was the period when I think that Buffy like everything was trying to sort of be a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer-ish feel, I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but that's my interpretation. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's the faculty. Science fiction,
Social commentary.
social commentary, and a bunch of stuff that don't really matter, right, Sam?
Oh.
Yeah.
Almost threw up. Nothing fucking matters, dude.
Well, if you would have thrown up on this episode, that would be the single greatest thing that's ever happened on this show.
I'll work really fucking hard to throw up on the next one.
Was it you that puked when we did a radio interview when we were in that band? Was it you that puked on the radio, or was it somebody else?
It was somebody else.
I had a panic. Remember, I had a panic attack during the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was Todd or Shofa, but one of those guys puked, and I don't know what else happened, but
Yeah, it was Todd that puked.
Todd puked. Okay.
And now, welcome to the Twilight Zone, because I'm the one who has severe panic attacks.
Well,
And
I
that's-
still do.
Well, you do too, but now I have them. And
And anybody out there that's had panic attacks, have you ever had a panic dump? You get like, you freak out and automatically you just gotta shit your guts out. I used to do that before every show that we used to play when we used to be in a band. And I guess for those who don't know Todd, he runs a really cool channel called Death to Videodrome. He does a lot of stuff with his toy collection. Talks about that, and Sam just did an episode with him about the Battle Beasts. Is that what it is? A Battle Beast episode? So definitely
Beasts.
check that out, even though it don't matter, right, Sam?
Nothing matters, dude.
Yeah. He hates Metallica, but he's quoted the song a million times.
I hate Metallica for that specific reason.
Not for Enter Sandman?
I hate them for that too. I hate them because I keep encountering people who say, if I put on Die Die My Darling,
Or Green Hill?
and they say, oh wow, this is a Metallica cover.
No, it isn't.
What the fuck?
I actually like early Metallica when Cliff Burton
I
was in the
don't.
band. Kill 'Em All, Ride the
Don't.
Lightning, Master
I
of
don't.
Puppets. All that shit is good, but
Don't.
I mean,
I mean, and you can make fun of me a million times over
no,
for the
no.
music that I
I
like.
just make fun of you for
But
going to see Oasis. That's all.
I didn't see Oasis. I
Well,
saw
you,
Noel Gallagher.
that
And
makes
you said,
that makes it worse.
speaking of which, there's an Oasis song in this movie,
You're gonna
and
call
you
me?
said you kind of like
You're gonna
it.
call me out in public like this? No, yeah,
You're
no,
calling me out in public,
no. I do.
asshole.
I've always liked the Oasis song "Don't Look Back in Anger," and the song that's on this movie, which is called what?
Stay young.
It's a B-side to one of their songs.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not a bad song. So there's two songs by Oasis. One I really like. One I think is okay, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy any of their records or nothing. Pay to go see them or anything like that. But anyway, yeah, we're totally off subject. And anyway, The Faculty's a cool movie, cool '90s film. So if you're into science fiction, alien invasion, monster invasion, check out The Faculty and keep watching.
Yeah. Keep watching because it matters or something. I'm a little bit lonely these days.